I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. This background is insane. Like, at this point, I was thinking, like, what else could I possibly do to, like, upgrade the show? And I actually got a really good suggestion. I'd like to open the show with this suggestion, actually, because I was thinking about it. If you remember recently, someone had asked me, what about a soundboard? Like, could I have a soundboard of things that I could play or clips that I could do and stuff like that? And I was like, well, here's the thing. You know, a soundboard really... It really is more for, like, if you have, like, a stream deck, right? And you have the buttons, you can push a button to do a certain thing, play a certain sound effect or whatever. And there are people who utilize this effectively on their streams. And there's people who really very ineffectively use it on their streams. I think you know who I'm talking about because it can be really cringe if you overuse it. Personally, I used to have a little sound device. Do you remember that sound box that I had for many years that I would play on the stream? And it sounded terrible, but at least it was something, right? So the reason that I don't really have anything like that is because my streaming and capture PC is very old. Okay, this sucker right here is over 10 years old. Right now, it's only capturing and streaming. That's it. I'm not doing anything else on it. It runs on Windows 8. I'm afraid to upgrade it to Windows 10 or above because it has such older components in it. There very well could be components that are not compatible anymore with the current Windows, and then I've basically, you know, screwed my computer up and I need it for work every day. Now, don't worry. I'm in the process of eventually migrating from that old PC to my wife's PC, which has been unused for years. That's like a 2017 PC that is Windows 10. Once I make that migration, not only will I be able to use more modern tech, but also I'll likely be able to dabble in streaming and capturing at even higher quality. But anyway, I have a stream deck. Someone donated it to me years ago without me even asking. And I got it. I was like, oh, this is interesting. Maybe I could use it. It doesn't work with my PC because I'm on Windows 8. So it's just sat around unused. It's actually right over there. I found it in the closet a couple days ago. And, you know, I can't do anything with it. So someone made a suggestion. They were like, you know, you realize that your stream deck would work with your gaming PC. So, for example, if you're doing your podcast, right, you're already capturing audio from your gaming PC, right? And the truth is, yes, I do have it enabled because, as you know, I've swapped over to the PC to play clips, to go on Twitter and watch trailers and stuff. So, yeah, it's enabled. And they're like, well, if you're using your Stream Deck on your gaming PC, you could set up a soundboard. It'll work with your gaming PC. And I was like, oh, yeah, this person's actually correct. And just for the record, it was OP Boone again. OP Boone always comes out of nowhere with these great suggestions, right? And I was like, that's true. That way, I wouldn't have to wait, you know, to do the soundboard or anything with the Stream Deck. If I wanted to use the Stream Deck, at least for the podcast, because admittedly, that's probably when I'm going to use it. I'm not going to be using that during gameplay, right? I'd probably be using it only really during the podcast. So I'd be able to use it to like play sound effects. I wouldn't be able to do much else with it because it's not going to control anything here on this PC in this setup. You know what I mean? It's only going to control stuff on the gaming PC. So because of that, I wouldn't be able to like play a clip with it or do a transition. It would just be like sound effects playing off the PC I'm already capturing from. So it's a possibility, and I want to thank OP Boone for that. I don't know. I have to think about it. Like I don't see a reason not to. At the same time, I don't feel like it's a giant gap in my content. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think anyone's like, yeah, Phil, you know, only if you had sound effects that you were playing constantly during your podcast, it would be so much better. Right? But it's definitely something that's nice. Like, I was thinking more when I can fully implement it with this capture and streaming PC that I'll be using. Then I could do scene transitions, play clips, you know, sound effects, everything, right? As opposed to just sound effects. So we'll let's think about it, all right? Because some people already have said recently with all of these changes around here, right? Like, for example, yesterday someone asked, hey, can I make an animation where it looks like a bunch of coins are falling on your head? I was like, dude, that'd be hilarious. I think that'd be great. You know, a big contribution comes in and we hit that animation, you know, that'd be awesome. So maybe we could do sound effects to react to that as well. Like, oh, a big contribution comes in and we play like a clinking coin sound effect or something like that, or a cash register or something like that, right? I think that could work. So I'll think about it, and I you know, maybe we will implement something like that. You know, it's going to take, I need a little bit of extra time to work on that, obviously, to set up a soundboard that I could program with it. Also, for just straight practicality, I need to find a way to get a USB cable to run across my floor here if I was going to do that, because my PC's over there, I'm here. So I would need to have like a longer USB cable, and I doubt that the USB cable that comes with the thing is long enough. Typically, USB cables that come with devices are like 3 feet, which is going to go to the middle of my floor. So I don't even think I have a long USB cable anymore. I might have to buy like an extension cable off Amazon or something to make that happen. But it's definitely a possibility. So I want to say thanks for the suggestion, OP Boone, and I'll have to think about it and maybe remember how to do it, to do it when I have time. You know, right now, so much is going on, which we're about to talk about. So much is going on, especially this week. We got all these special events and things happening that obviously I'm really excited for, and are going to be really, you know, spike things up here rather than just be gameplay every day. We've got crazy special events going on this week that are going to be really cool. And I got big updates on that. You know, regards to all the topics from yesterday, I have updates on all that stuff this morning. But that's what I mean. I've got so much going on right now. Plus, new releases are right around the corner. Plus, my impending documentary with June the King. It's hard to figure out, oh, yeah, also, how on earth am I going to implement this other new thing and this other new thing? I can only be in here a certain amount of time. And I'll be honest with you guys. Recently, I find myself in this office too late. And what I mean by that is, like, when I do my late stream, I start the gameplay roughly around 7:15 p.m. And I used to finish it around 9:15. The stream would be offline at the latest by 9:30. I would do my uploading and everything. I'd be out of here by 10-ish. And I'd have a lot of time to spend with my wife. These days, I keep finding myself stuck in here later and later. And I'm going to be honest, it's bleeding into my home life. And I don't like that. And my wife doesn't like it. You know, like I have to start putting my foot down. And on the late stream, be like, okay, I really have to stop playing games by like 9:15 because I need to do all this work to get out of here. Keep in mind now, something new that I just implemented in the last 2 weeks is I'm doing highlight clips. And those take time to edit out of my videos now. So that's even more added time on top of what I used to do. So it's good. All this stuff that's going on is good. But I need to find a way to have it all happening and balancing and not affecting things negatively. And that's where I'm finding the challenge is. Listen, I like doing the highlight clips. They're doing really well. They're getting good views. They're getting great engagement. They're making this channel money, right? They're bringing more attention to my content, which is amazing. I like the late streams where we can have fun and interact and go a little late. But now what's happening is it is bleeding in negatively. So I got to kind of fix that somehow, okay? And that's what I mean. Like, would I like immediately to get the Stream Deck up and running and working with my gaming PC and we could have a soundboard here where we could play sound effects when things are happening? Yes. Can I really do that right now? Probably not. Probably not. Lickety Split. Dude, I totally forgot. Lickety Split says, did I listen to the song he had sent? I wanted to. What happened? Why didn't I listen to the song you sent? Because I know that you had sent it. All right, Lickety Split, do me a favor. Send me the song again. I totally remember the conversation we had, and I was totally down to listen to it, and I didn't, and it's not in my inbox. So send it to me again, and I'll check my spam today again, and I swear to you, I'll try to listen to it. Again, you see what I mean? Like, when there's so much going on all at once, it's very hard to keep track of everything, and that's what's happening to me right now. Is not only am I still maintaining, and I should bring this up, I'm still maintaining my regular schedule of content. Everything here is the same. The streams are still going down like clockwork. If you haven't noticed, I'm still covering games. I mean, yeah, System Shock Remake, if you haven't noticed, has kind of gone on a hiatus, and that's okay, because Black Myth Wukong is the big new release everyone wants to see right now. But I'm still playing Street Fighter. I'm still playing Black Myth Wukong. I'm juggling Stardew Valley. My React content's still happening. We've got all this special content happening. We got a new release on Tuesday. You know, Star Wars Outlaws. All this stuff is happening. I'm still maintaining. It's not like, oh, Phil has added this new content. He's doing highlights. He's talking about different topics. He's doing crossovers, but now he's neglecting all his other stuff. That's not the case. It's like all the other stuff is continuing and plus, right? So but it is getting difficult. It is getting difficult to juggle it all. So I need to work harder on that. You know, like the Stream Deck idea, I love it. I want to do it. I don't think I can do it right now. You know, I guess something when I have some extra time or free time in the future, maybe. But we'll see. But I like the suggestions. And please, by all means, OP Boone and everyone out there, keep the suggestions coming. It is your positive suggestions for improvement that have made so many things better, right? Really. I mean, this thing right here, no exaggeration, this thing was a suggestion from someone in the middle of 2023. And I put it on hold for a while. And then I remembered it because I was actually cleaning out some stuff. And I was going through my old emails. And I found out, I was like, oh my God, this could work perfectly right now. And then I implemented it. And here we go. And look how cool it is, right? Okay. Everyone, Darkside still here. The only detractor channel that I watch is Duty Streams.